Welcome my tarot friends. Today I'm gonna show you the two diaries that I got for 2024. I'm gonna firstly talk about Astro Moon Diary, and after I'm gonna show you the Writual Diary, or Planner, Tarot Planner. Okay, so let's zoom in so you can see. So firstly we have Astro Moon Diary 2024. You can see that it has a matte finish, which is really nice. And on the other side, we have everything that is included in it, which you can, if you want to, pause and take a print screen, sorry. And then at the beginning, we have overview of 2024, and we have full moons and new moons marked down, and the same at the very end, we have a 2025, which is really cool. And then the first page is table of contents, which is always very useful, isn't it? And then welcome. And the first thing they talk about is phases of the moon, which I really like because they describe every phase with a picture as well. And throughout this whole diary, you have these beautiful paintings, which I really, really like. And then they talk about new moon wishes, which you can find pages for new moon, for every new moon. They look similar to, you'll see how they look like, but you set your wishes for it, which is something that I really enjoy. And then interestingly, they talk about moon and moods, because we know that moon really influences us. We are 75-ish% of water, so moon influences the seas and everything, so that makes sense. And then the next thing they talk about is your moon sign in horoscope. So if you have your moon in Taurus, it explains what that means, what are your needs and stuff. So that's very cool. We get also the picture, the representation, the symbol for it, and the symbol for the element this sign governs, which is really cool. And then the next thing is really fun because they talk about the year ahead, generally what's going to happen, what the energies are going to be like. So that is very useful in my opinion. And then they talk about eclipses this year, and they tell they talk about all the eclipses that are going to happen and what it's going to mean, and they talk about on the side exactly when they enter, like at what time. Then we have the night sky. So you'll see for every month it talks about the night sky, how it looks like, what is going to be happening. So that is really fun. It talks about the meteor showers, the planets visible, blue moons, supermoons, earthshine, etc. And then it explains how to use the diary, which is, if you're a newbie to horoscope, to zodiac, to all the aspects of it, it's really useful. What do all these symbols mean, how to read it. So that is very, very useful. I do know quite a bit of about astrology, but I am not a pro, so this is helpful to me. And then at the beginning of every month we have a monthly overview, we have a chart and explanation. So that's good that you're not lost just looking at the chart, not knowing what you're looking at, unless you're an expert in it. Then they explains all the symbols. They talk about Mercury retrograde, and something that I am really interested in is the Wheel of Year. So they talk about the Wheel of Year of 2024, when things are happening, and they talk about the festivals, the solar festivals, the cross-quarter festivals, when they start. And then they also marked within the diary, as you're going to see. So first, obviously, in December we have winter solstice. So they talk about winter solstice. You get a chart and they talk about it here. And then we have hopes and intentions for year ahead, which is really cool. This little candle reminds me of the Ace of Wands. And then if you look into the week, you get 5 days per page. And for every day you get what sign is the moon in, and then also picture representation, how it looks like and what is happening as well all the astrological things happening in the sky, you know. And then you have, see, the solstices are marked here. Not, you know, all the wheel of the year dates are marked on it as well. And then I really like that you have marked on the side if there are retrogrades happening. So for example, here we have Mercury retrograde is happening throughout this time, and it's marked with purple and written down. And then within each month, obviously we have different horoscope signs, and what they did is they did predictions for their year ahead. So here in December we have Capricorn, and it talks about what is going to be happening for Capricorns in 2024, and I find this really useful as well. And then the night sky in December, the planets this month, what is going to be happening in the sky. And then throughout the diary we have these beautiful paintings, as you're gonna see later. And then, like I said before, we have the new moon wishes for every new moon, and it says what the new moon is in Capricorn this time. And then again we come to the time of Aquarius, so we have Aquarius, and what I really like is, like, look at this, the beautiful painting around it as well. So it's very pleasing to the eye. So then it goes like this through the whole diary, and on the important dates in the wheel of the year we get a poem with beautiful picture or painting as well, which is really something that is for the soul. So it goes like this through the whole year, and then something at the end which is really cool, I'll show you. So at the very end you get this retrograde table, so all the planets and when they're going retrograde. And that is very, very helpful if you just want to know quickly when is it happening, you know, approximately. You don't get the date. No, we actually do get the date as well. So 5th, for example, August 5th, here we have, I think it's Mercury. Okay, so and then you get the new moons and full moons pictorially for every month, and obviously all other stages of the moon, cycles of the moon, for every month, which is really nice as well. And then at the very end you get something that I don't know how to read yet, but yeah, planets positions at noon. There we go, at 0.00 hours. That's how our diary is set at that time in the northern hemisphere. So we get all the planets, and then for all the months, for all the days, what is happening with every planet. Think how it's positioned in the sky, and their what is it called there? I don't remember the word. I can't read this yet, so whoever can read this is going to be very helpful. Or if you're going to learn through the, you know, using this diary, you can learn this as well. And then at the end you have some pages for notes, and as you can see I already wrote some notes here for the houses, like what does each house mean. And then that is it. Like I said, the last page is the overview of 2025. So this was the Astro Moon Diary. And now let's go to ritual. This is something that I treated myself to because I'm not gonna lie, it's quite expensive. It cost around £60 to be delivered from, to buy it and to be delivered from Americas to the UK. So, but it's something that I saw many tarot readers using, and I think it is very useful, and I think it's going to help my tarot practice as well. So here it is. We have an again matte finish, very beautiful. Unfortunately it's not hardcover, it is quite soft paper, but that's all right. I mean, for the price, that's something that they could improve, to make it a little bit more sturdy. So let's go through it. How to use this planner, it explains it, what you can find in it and how to use it. Then we have the features of the calendar. It talks about it. It shows you all the features. So we have monthly calendar, weekly calendar. Then you can do a card for the week, and then 3 cards. Or you can choose 3 or 1 card for the day, which is really nice. I chose 3 cards. Then you have monthly journaling goals, action steps that you can take, which I'm going to show you later on, which is on the, the whole page so you can see better. And then you have year ahead tarot spread as well, and personal birth chart. So this chart, you can put your details in on this website, and it calculates it for you, and it shows you everything that you need to put into, which is very useful if you don't know how to do it yourself. And again, we have Wheel of the Year, which is really nice. Now, I was thinking if I would prefer this planner to be colored, right? Colored in like some, because it's black and white. And then I came to the conclusion that actually it provokes creativity, so you can do this yourself, for mindful coloring, So that's something that I'm going to do as well. So we have again overview of 2024 and 2025. Unfortunately for me, because I'm in the UK, these don't really apply. I mean, some of them do, because they're for generated dates for US and Canada. And then we have the moon phases throughout the whole year like this, which is really nice to see how they go. And you have a little what is it called? Oh my gosh, how can I remember this? I was teaching this in school all the time and now I can't remember. Anyway, you have something to guide you to see what it means. And then again, we have the explanation here. What does new moon mean, waxing crescent, first quarter, etc., which is something we had in the previous one as well. And then something that I really like is the tarot spreads here, 3 card spreads. If you get stuck in using the same 3 questions for the cards all the time, this is something that can spice it up, and as well questions to ask your cards, because I find myself asking the same things, and this is something that I'm definitely going to be using. And now for the fun cheating sheets. So here we have tarot meanings for all the minors and all the majors in reversed as well. And on the next page is something that I find even better, and that is astrological references. So you would have everything explained. So all the planets are explained, the keywords, the days that correlate to the houses, and then the signs, what element, what mode, what qualities, which body part they govern, and then aspects explained, and modes explained, and then elements explained. And then my favorite thing is they have tarot and astrology correspondences. So if let's go to 5 of Cups, we have Mars in Scorpio, which to me, because I do know quite a bit about the horoscope, makes a lot of sense. And this is something that I have never done. So I will be learning these, because then it's going to be even easier to read the cards, So we have it again for all the minors, and then here on the side you have the majors, which is really cool. Okay, and then we have personal birth chart, like I was talking about it before, that you can fill in. It's much bigger than in the previous page. And then again on this side, same thing for the houses, planets, and then aspects, element, and modes that you fill in. Again, you have a website on the bottom. And then the year ahead spread, we have all the months, the card that corresponds with every month, and then energy of the year as well, which is cool. And again, you can color this in. On the right side, then you can make notes. And then let's go into the actual, planner. So firstly, I have overview of the whole month, which is amazing, and it tells you what sign it is in, and what sign is the new moon in, and what sign is the full moon in, and then you get the month before and the month after on the side as well, which is really cool. And you have enough space here to write, notes, or even to plan your days, not just in relation to tarot, but just generally, which is really useful. And then this is the page that I said before that I'm going to show you because it's bigger here. So you get, for the month ahead, you can write down your intentions, your priorities, how you want to feel. feeling inspired by, looking forward to, need to let go of, highlights, goals this month, and then something that is very exciting to me is habit tracker. So for example, if you want to start eating healthier, for example, you can write, I don't know, healthy eating, and then all the days that you ate healthy, you mark them in with green or whatever color you want to, and then the days that you didn't, you leave empty, or you color them with different color. Or if you're doing reading tarot every day, you mark which days you actually read it. And then we get the monthly ahead spread for love, money, work, health and spirit. And again, you write it down here, you make your notes, and January energy. And then we go into actual days. So you have affirmation here for January 1 to 7th. So for the week, and then you could use, I will use probably some sort of oracle cards here to do this, and then the weekly card, and then for every day 3 card spread. Or if you want, you can order the one that is just 1 card. I ordered 3 cards because I think it gives more depth to your reading. So, and that's then for the whole planner goes like this. And then for every new moon and every full moon, you also get the spreads and questions, to answer with the cards, which is really cool. So for example, for new moon, you have, where am I right now? What is influencing me? What have I released since the last full moon? What seeds am I ready to plant? How can I help my intentions grow? What can I rely on during this cycle? And then you're going to have the same thing for the full moon. Sorry, let me just find the next full moon. There we go. Full moon. And you have questions. Where am I right now? What is influencing me? What have I created since the last new moon? What is no longer serving me? How can I let go and release this energy? And what can I learn during the cycle? And it also gives you the sign that the full moon is in. Obviously here it's in Leo. So, and then at the end of each month, you get 2 pages to write on whatever you want to. Like you can write the spreads, or the readings that you did, or whatever. So that is really cool. So the whole planner goes like this, and then it's very, very thick and heavy and big, which is, I like that. And then at the very end, you have more pages like this, so you can write whatever you want to. Now I am going, like, you have, I don't know, 10 pages or 15. And what I'm gonna do is something that I saw another YouTuber doing. I don't remember which channel it was. It was a while ago when I was researching this planner. And what she did is she wrote all the cards down, and then she is gonna track how many times a card fell out for her throughout the whole year, which is something that is really cool as well to see, to then look back at the end of the year and see and connect the dots, So this was Ritual Planner, and I hope that you find this video useful. I personally will use both of these for different things. I will use this one more for, obviously things related to horoscope, and just use it as a planner for events that are happening, I don't know, birthdays, stuff like that, because then you can, for the events, you can relate it to what's going on with the planets. And this one is going to be my tarot journey. Hope that you find this useful, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye.